She is depicted as MahaGauri. She is the most purest, most white, most filled with energy, divine energy. And that is why we also name it as Gauri Puja or Gauri Shakti. And that is why we call it as MahaGauri. She is the embodiment. The first day after the menses cycle is over, and she is called as MahaGauri. She is the most purest, yellowish. That is why they all apply arshna to their cheeks. Once you finish the cycle, the menstrual cycle, then they apply lot of haldi on their cheeks, and they are almost linking with that kind of ethereal energy. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳೋದು ಏನಂದರೆ, ಏನು ಕಳಕಳಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ ನೀವು, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಡೇ ಶಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಏನು ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಕಳೆ, ಏನು ಕಳೆ. ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಗೌರಿ ಪೂಜೆ, ಗೌರಿ ಅರ್ಶಿನ ಗಿರ್ನ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ತಲೆಯೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಾಗ ವಿ ಫೀಲ್ ದಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಡಿವೈನ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದೇ ಬಿಕಮ್ MahaGauri. They attain the form of MahaGauri. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ once a girl or a lady finishes that menstrual cycle, the fifth day, that is why in the olden days, even nowadays also in certain traditions, they follow ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಚ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಹಣೆ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು, ತಲೆಗೆ ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಿ, after they do that ತಲೆ ಸ್ನಾನ, the head bath, once they feel that they are pure, clean and safe, then they give. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅರ್ಶಿನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಹೂವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಳೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು, certain traditions they follow that MahaGauri. That is the whole embodiment of being in the status of MahaGauri. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳೋದು, especially after the third day, fourth day, once you have a head bath, the ladies, then they will dress, they bedeck themselves with flowers, with a lot of arshna, kunkma and all that. They come and they are nothing but embodiment of natural wealth as Gauri. That is why ಅವರು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳೋದು ಏನು, ಏನು ಕಳಕಳಿಯಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಇವತ್ತು, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಹೇಳೋದು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇರ್ ದೇ ಬಿಕಮ್ MahaGauri. Once they attain that fourth or fifth day after menses, then they know whatever you ask them, if they can be like Siddhidatri, once they attain that head bath and all that, then they are fresh. Then the whole of energy comes inside their womb, and they, whenever they wish, that all the wishes of the whole family, the wishes from that lady of that house, when she becomes a MahaGauri, after the fourth day or on the fifth day of our menstrual cycle, then she can wish everybody as Siddhidatri. She becomes the embodiment of Siddhi. So whatever you take their blessings, you make them happy, you make them very peaceful, then whatever they speak and whatever they tell, whatever they wish well, those wishes will come true the very next day. As Siddhidatri, they can perform. All the forces of the cosmos get, all the 33,000 crore gods get into their being, and they become fully charged with cosmic energy. And that is the last part of Siddhidatri. So whatever they wish, they become auspicious, they become precious, and whatever they speak and whatever they talk, it becomes Very, very true. That is why after the 11th day or after the 5th day or the 11th day of that cycle, they all become, after MahaGauri, they all become Siddhidatri. So the whole of the cosmic cycle depends upon the womb of the woman as a wife, as a mother. They all wish us very well as MahaGauri and as Siddhidatri. The darkest region is that Kalaratri, the 10th cycle of their cycle. So there they are in that Raudra avatar. So sometimes in their 10th cycle, the 10th day after the menses, they will be highly moody. It can be the wife of the house, it can be our mother, it can be our sisters, it can be anybody. Their mood is very, very fluctuating because they are in that Kalaratri mood. Sometimes their tongue is very acidic. So then you understand they are in that Kalaratri mood. So that's how the waxing and the waning directly depends of our own family girl child, as well as our wife, as well as our sisters. It all depends on that Kalaratri mood. So remember, when you are able to understand your wife, then you'll understand these are the 3 zones you have to be. The safest is not as Kushmanda, the safest is as Kandamata, and the next safest zone is Katyayani. Then the most thing you have to be very careful is whether she is in the mood of Kalaratri. She is nothing but in the dark state as Kali. Kalaratri is nothing but a Kali. Then after Kali Avatara, she takes that MahaGauri. So remember, if a girl's mood depends on the 3 states, Kalaratri, Katyayani, Kalaratri, and then after these 2, then she will become MahaGauri. And then all your wishes to be fulfilled depends upon the wishes what your wife or your mother gives you. This is the most important point. This is very important for you to understand how you are. Remember, this is directly proportional to the human cycle, because the human cycle depends upon our own wives and mothers' menstrual cycle. Okay, so I am interpreting it that way. So this way you can go on explaining the cosmic creation, how the cosmic. This is how everybody, even mother, performed this. This is mother's intention and mother's direction. And when you worship her as Chandraghanta, especially during when you are having some kind of a fight with an asura or with an evil force, or you want that evil force to be expelled from the cosmic creation, then she comes in the form of 6 Chandraghanta. Every word has a cosmic meaning to it. Are you able to understand? And along with the Chandraghanta, she always used to explain whom. Om, whom, Om, whom, Om, whom, Om, whom. She will come to vanquish the evil forces. And when the whole of the reverberation of the 7 worlds, including this Mother Earth, when they hear that sound, it is that vibration from that word, Om, whom, that Mother is going to vanquish. Already in the internal embryo, see, whenever there is vanquishing, what is vanquishing? It is almost vanquishing the egg of an asura.
Jai Mata, Jai Gurudev.
Jai Mata.
In today's satsang, we understood the Devi's names and meanings, exact meanings.
Yeah.
It actually started with the cosmic egg, Anda, that is means Kushmanda.
Correct.
It is a name of the mother.
Correct.
And it's a Ku means little.
Correct.
Ushma means that warmness.
Yeah,
and Anda
warmness, it is the heat.
Heat.
See, once when the heat is there, it is because of that heat is generated because of the fertilization process which undergoes. The next moment is fertilization. So when there is heat, then it is ready to be fertilized. So the mother indicates the egg has to be fertilized. The next 24 hours or in 48 hours maximum, then that without fertilization, then that egg has to be thrown away. The egg is of no use. So Kushmanda means that egg is ready for fertilization. That means the cosmic creation is now ready to be put in place for the creation to take place. Are you able to follow me? So the whole of the creation is ready to take place. Like how a woman matures, and that maturation happens only when the fertilization takes place. Once the fertilization doesn't take place, then the natural process, the egg has to be discarded. The egg's purpose is over. So there is no part of that egg to perform now. So that is why a woman, after 3 or 4 days, the egg is dispelled from her body because fertilization has not taken place. So fertilization to take place, it has 3 full days and 3 nights for the fertilization to happen. Okay? Now we understood? So this is the basic thing of creation. So when the whole world, because of mother, this whole creation comes. That is when the creation takes place, the fertilization takes place when it is in that state of MahaGauri. Then the embryo mixes with that female energy. Okay? You have heard about the fertilization happens by a zygote. But the female cell is called as zygote. So like that, when the zygote, when the ovum is filled with that energy, the cosmic energy, then the fertilization takes place. That is how it is depicted even in this. So that is where when she fertilizes, the whole of our creation, including our mother's creation, only because of MahaGauri. We are all created at the time when MahaGauri was prominent during that time. That is MahaGauri state. Now once the fertilization takes place, then the embryo, the zygote forms, the nuclear forms. When the nuclear forms, and that is the mother has finished her creation, that is when she gives all powers to our mother's womb as well as to our wife's womb, and that is Siddhi Datri. That creation, that place is called as Siddhi Datri. She comes in after MahaGauri, she comes in as to fulfill the process of fertilization. She comes in as Siddhi Datri. Okay? Good.
For more satsangs from Shri Nimishananda Guruji, subscribe to this channel. Click the bell button below to get notifications. Like and share the video and spread the divine message.